Imagine, if you will, a world where the line between reality and nightmare blurs. In this twisted dimension of shadow and dread, where the veil between reality and nightmare thins, you are about to embark on a perilous journey into the depths of cinematic horror. Prepare yourself, as the silver screen beckons you forth to live out the unspeakable terrors that have haunted audiences for generations. Step inside, if you dare, for tonight, you embark on a journey into the midnight sector. Picture this, a house that draws its breath from the flickering imaginations of cinema, where the borders between illusion and reality blur, and where every door leads to a new frame of fear. Welcome, dear audience, to a place I like to call the House of the Setting Sun. As the clock strikes 7:30, you cross the threshold into a world where the glories of silver screens turn to shadows lurking in the corners. Unbeknownst to you, they're about to step into the darkest corners of celluloid nightmares. Meet a bus unlike any other. This is not just a vehicle. It's a portal to the unknown, an alternative realm where your deepest fears take shape. A seemingly mundane ride through the night, but aboard this bus, nothing is what it seems. As you find yourself within these haunted confines, you feel the icy grip of terror beginning to take hold. Your heartbeat quickens in the darkness, and the air thickens with dread. You didn't just board a bus, you boarded a one-way ticket into the heart of fear. Our journey continues in a room where love is stitched together with lightning, where a madman's ambition brings life to the lifeless. Welcome to Dr. Frankenstein's lab.
Igor, give my creature life! Pull the lever! Yes, master!
You are witnessing a moment that transcends time, a moment of creation, where beauty and horror entwine. But little do we know, the true terror lies not merely in the bringing together of parts, but in what lies just beyond the door. For what was born of lightning can also awaken the wrath of living nightmares. You find yourself caught in a panic, jumping backward. The monster roars and charges toward you, and you instinctively dart into the next room. Next, you step into a place where every sip could drive you mad, a bar where sanity is a distant memory, and here's Johnny, takes on a new meaning. As the night deepens, we meet the mistress of the night, a vampire who awakens from a centuries of slumber, hungry for blood. You stare into her eyes and see the predatory hunger and ancient wisdom lurking within. An unsettling feeling comes upon you, heightening the tension.
Where are you going, Lucy?
You leave the bride of Dracula and run into the hallway. The horizon of horror stretches before you. Each step forward feels like a descent into madness, into a forest where shadows dance and terror whispers in the trees, a psychological nightmare where the unknown reigns supreme. From the depths of the ancient evil's lair, we encounter the unspeakable. Bring your boomstick and try to serve the horror of the evil dead and keep your soul pure and unswallowed. Next, the line blurs between life and mannequin. In this hall of mirrors, one among them is all too real. You escape down the hallway and enter the room of Jigsaw. Welcome to the game, a test of survival where choices lead to salvation or peril. In this chilling corridor, monsters linger, waiting to welcome you to their world, a nightmare gallery of fear. Next, you find yourself tethered to an unholy video. Will you have 7 days left to live? Yet darkness has many faces, and in its depths, another film awaits. A timeless horror where the dead walk the earth, clawing for life. Witness the night of the living dead. And in this realm lies a place of resurrection, but also of peril. Here, cherished memories rot alongside the remains of lost hopes. A graveyard of broken dreams awaits, an echo of sometimes dead is better. But for our unwitting traveler, it may be the only chance to escape the clutches of the undead. The question remains, will they uncover the threshold back to reality, or will they succumb to the shadows that haunt the screen? In this cabin, fate plays a cruel hand, leading you toward a destiny riddled with chainsaw-wielding maniacs and gruesome encounters. You may think you've outlived one horror, but the darkest shadows are yet to come. But what's this? A sliver of hope or a mere illusion? One must remember, in the midnight sector, the boundaries of time and space bend and twist like a chainsaw in a madman's grip. You find yourself in a vast cornfield, stalks towering around you, whispering secrets of innocence lost. In the distance, a group of children dressed in tattered clothing and eerie smiles stands ominously. Be careful, children of the corn await.
Get away!
You escape, but sometimes the escape can lead you deeper into trouble. But beware of what lurks in the dark. When you think you've escaped one horror, another lurks just around the corner. In this circus of shadows, laughter masks the madness. They say fear is the mind killer, but in this journey, it is also the liberator. Today, someone escaped both the corn and the clowns, but the silver screen still flickers, waiting for its next audience.
Hey there, buddy. I just want to let you know there's a wolf man and a mummy on the loose that are looking for people. You're more than welcome to enter. Good luck.
A warning issued by a hero from the past, clad in courage, but will it be enough to steer you from your fate? With your heart racing, you traverse these haunted corridors, perilously avoiding the shadows that stretch across the walls as instincts sharpen and fear heightens. Through the twist of fate and sheer willpower, our hero dodges both the hysteria of the howling beast and the mortal threat of the undead, but fate has yet another trick to play. In a world where parental ties are twisted into a web of madness, the boundaries of sanity blur. Who watches over whom, and what lengths will one go to protect those secrets that should remain buried?
What are you doing? Get out of here! Get out of here!
Your heart races as you dash out of the freezing chamber and into the next room. Now, gather your courage and enjoy a short break, for as they say in horror, fools are the first to fall. Intermission, a brief moment of respite when you stretch and breathe, unaware of what lurks behind the curtain. For once the lights dim and the flicker begins anew, they may find themselves drawn into a realm quite unlike their own. Welcome aboard the Ghastly Express, a whimsical bus transporting souls through the realms of horror and hilarity. But as one might say, every ride must eventually come to an end. In this land of echoes and phantoms, danger is never far behind. You must now navigate the treacherous stalks of fate as you encounter Jason, the relentless harbinger of doom. Yet the darkness is relentless. Just as one nightmare looms larger, another arises, a creature born from vengeance and rage. Pumpkinhead stands ready to take what it desires. You escape the corn, but the bird box awaits. You finally reach a peculiar barn with a faded sign that reads Bird Box. And so, as the sins of the silver screen catch up with you, as you futilely arrive at a last chapter of the story, a darkness so profound it whispers the echoes of existence, the heartbeat of creation. You walk, not as a spectator, but as a participant in a surreal, cinematic nightmare. The corridor before you is charged with expectation, filled with the electrifying energy of stories yet untold. But darkness often yields to even more danger. It's a serpentine world where shadows snake and coil, whispering tales of fear and trepidation. Beware, for it is said, within this chamber, one false move could lead to oblivion. Yet beyond the serpents lies the buzzing fury of existence, a hive of anger and chaos, an impending storm of life that threatens to consume you whole. But like all journeys, there comes a moment of transcendence, a glimmer of hope. An exit sign, illuminated, calling softly to our weary soul. Your visit to the haunted realms ends here, but the silver screen's grip holds strong. What you've seen may linger, haunting your thoughts long after the credits roll. In the midnight sector, the boundary between what is real and illusion is a delicate thread, one easily severed in the dance of perception. For you have just crossed the threshold into the midnight sector.
Well, what are y'all doing here? You need to go home.